Janet Arquitaray, taking the course of Bachelor of Science in Criminology, and now I will recite the 1987 Constitution of the Republic Act of the Philippines, Article 3, the Bill of Rights, with the use of blindfold. Article 3, the Bill of Rights, with the use of blindfold. Section 1. No person shall be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall any person be detained the equal protection of laws. Section 2. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effect against unreasonable searches and seizures of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be inviolable, and no search warrant or warrant of arrest shall be used or shall be issued except upon probable cause to the determined personality by the judge after examination under the oath of affirmation of the complainant and the witness he may produce, and particularly describing the place of search and the persons or things to be seized. Section 3. The privacy of communication and respondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court or in public safety or order requires otherwise and prescribed by the law. Paragraph 2. Evidence obtained the violence of this or preceding section shall be admissible for any purpose in any proceeding. Section 4. No law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, peaceably and assemble and petition of the government for the redress of grievances. No law shall be made Section 3. No law shall be made respecting an establishment of the religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. The free exercise and enjoyment of the religious profession and worship without discrimination of preference forever be allowed, and no religious test shall be for the exercise of civil or political rights. For Section 6. The liberty of abode of the changing of the same in the limit prescribed by law shall not be impaired except upon lawful or order the court. Neither shall be right to trouble the impaired except in the interest of national security, public safety, or public health, as may be provided by law. For Section 7, the right of the people information on the matters of public concern shall be recognized. Access of officially record and documents and papers pertaining to the official acts, transaction, or decision as to government research data as the basis of policy development shall be afforded the citizen. For Section 8, the right of the people, including those employed in the public and private section, be formed unions, association, or society for the purpose not contrary to the law shall be abridged. For Section 9, private property shall not be taken for public use without just compensation. For Section 10, no laws impairing the obligation of contacts shall be passed. Section 11, person under the investigation for commission of the offense shall have a right to inform of his right to remain silent and to have competent and independent counsel, preferably of his own choice. If the person cannot afford the service of counsel, he must be provided with one. This right cannot be waived except in writing and in the presence of counsel. Paragraph 2 of Section 2. No torture, force, violence, threat, intimidation, or any other means detention places, solitary, incommunicado, or other similar forms of detention are prohibited. For paragraph 3, any confession of admission obtained in violation of this or Section 17 thereof shall be inadmissible and evidence against him. For Section 13, all persons except those charged with the offenses punishable by reclusion perpetua when evidence of guilt is strong shall be before conviction of viable by sufficient sureties, or be released on recognizance as may provided by law. The right to bail shall not be compared even with the privilege of the right as habeas corpus is suspended. Expressive bail shall be not required. For Section 14, no person shall be held to answer for criminal offense without due process of law. For paragraph 2, in all criminal prosecution, the accused shall be presumed innocent until contrary is proved, and shall be enjoy the right to hear by himself or counsel. For Section 15, the privilege of the right of habeas corpus shall not be suspended except in cases invasion of rebellion when the public safety requires it. For Section 16, all persons shall have a right to speedy disposition of their cases before all judicial, quasi-judicial, or administrative bodies. For Section 17, no person shall be compelled to be a writer against himself. For Section 19, excessive fines shall be no imposed, nor querel degrading inhuman punishment inflicted, neither shall be the death penalty be imposed under of impelling reason involving heinous crime. The Congress hereafter provide for it. Any death penalty already imposed shall be reduced to requisition perpetua. For Section 20, no person shall be in prison for debt or non-payment of a poll tax. For Section 21, no person shall be twice put jeopardy punishment for the same offense. If an act of punished by a law and ordinance convicted for acquittal either shall be constitute a bar to another prosecution for the same act. For the Section 22, no ex post facto law or bill of attainder shall be enacted. So that's all. Thank you.
But recently I just